GroovyTek.
Documents and information access. In South Florida, we're all familiar with the traditional steps necessary to prepare and to stay safe during a hurricane or other natural disaster. From boarding up windows to stocking up on groceries and other essentials, it's always important to stay prepared. As we now find ourselves in the digital age, it is helpful to take a look at how technology can play a role in preparing us for living through disaster conditions. We believe that spending time before a disaster situation to understand the role your personal technology can play in your disaster preparedness is imperative. A dose of TekPrep can lead to the difference between a smooth evacuation and disaster survival, as opposed to entering a realm of frustration that could have been avoided with some preparation. In this series, appropriately titled TekPrep, we'll cover how you can work with and prepare your technology so it can be smoothly integrated into your disaster preparedness. This is a 4-part series, and in this session, we'll be covering documents and information access. We'll discuss how to save and store important documents and information so it is accessible regardless of your location and situation. This includes preparing cloud options for document storage, installing doorbell cameras to aid in monitoring your property while away, and ensuring that you have access to your financial institutions. We'll also talk about scanning documents and important pictures using cash and currency apps, and storing key documents. In times of crisis and disaster, it is more important than ever that we can fully maximize and utilize our technology to help us adjust to transitions we will experience in our day-to-day lives. Making sure your documents are properly stored and accessible, and ensuring that your digital life is protected, is a crucial step in preparing for any natural disaster. Cloud options for document storage. When conducting technology preparedness to plan for a potential evacuation, whether mandatory or not, access to documents and critical information is essential. Having the knowledge that you will be able to access key information and data from a remote location will help put some big concerns at ease. There's a key factor for the TekPrep element related to access and virtual storage of documents and information. It's understanding how to use the cloud on your terms. While everyone probably has heard quite a bit about the cloud in recent years, many folks have wondered just what the cloud actually is. More importantly, what does it mean to them? The development of the cloud for storage and access has made it one of the safest, most convenient innovations in the world of personal technology. Think of it this way. By using the cloud, even if your computer is destroyed, lost, or hacked, your files still won't be lost. If you have an internet connection, you will still be able to access the information saved on the cloud from anywhere in the world. This capability has made cloud technology one of the safest, most accessible tools for modern-day life and technology. Taking the time to investigate cloud storage options to see what works best for you can be a valuable project. What documents do you need to store? Maybe you'd like access to your work projects, or a list of medical prescriptions, or your family genealogy project. No matter what documents or information you'd like to store, finding the perfect cloud storage for you is a great idea. Have you ever forgotten to save a document and turned off your computer? Maybe you were able to recover all your hard work, but maybe you lost it instead. If that's the case, you know about the frustration of losing all your time and effort. That's why Google Drive is a great cloud storage solution. Not only can you store documents with their cloud storage system, but you can also create them. Google Docs saves everything to the cloud so that each keystroke is saved every few seconds. There will be no more panicking document searches or rewrites in your future. Google Drive provides users with a powerful amount of free storage, allows you to upload documents, videos, and images, and lets you share them with anyone who has the link or an email address. If you'd like to try something else, you can also store your documents on OneDrive. If you have a Windows 10 device, this comes pre-installed on it. It's connected with Microsoft, so if you're a fan of products like Excel or Microsoft Word, you'll probably be quite comfortable using this option. When you sign up, you'll get 5 gigabytes of free storage. If you like the free version, you can upgrade to 50 gigabytes of storage. Dropbox is another great option available for cloud storage. It's not as collaborative as other cloud storage options, and it's not meant to create documents directly on the cloud storage system, like OneDrive or Google Drive. But if you're looking to put your documents in a digital safe, so to speak, this is a great choice. It's very simple to use and syncs with different apps that you may want to integrate it with. Doorbell cameras to monitor property. One of the most unsettling aspects of an evacuation is the uncertainty of the status and condition of what you have left behind. To add to your worries, you may be away from your home base for a prolonged period of time. This might lead to additional concerns about opportunistic thieves looking to take advantage of a disruptive time. If everyone in your neighborhood is evacuating, there's no guarantee that anyone will be left to keep an eye on your home. In that situation, the traditional neighborhood watch and other programs might fall short. Due to the upheaval caused by natural disasters, some people take advantage of emergency services being diverted elsewhere. While everyone is distracted, they can break into abandoned homes and loot whatever they want without the fear of being caught. With thieves getting more creative each day, especially during times of chaos, it's time to upgrade your security solutions. While it's nice for your neighbors to keep an eye on things, they aren't a replacement for a security system. And what if your neighbors leave too? That's one of the solutions that doorbell cameras provide. To test if someone's home, thieves might ring the doorbell. If no one comes to answer, they'll know the house is empty. They can proceed with their plan and know that they won't get caught. Doorbell cameras are a great text-centered security solution for 3 reasons. The first one is you can answer your door like you're actually at the house. Whoever's ringing the doorbell will hear your voice, even if you're 1,000 miles away. This will help potential thieves think that someone is home, even if they haven't seen any activity around the house for a few days or weeks. It also records videos of any motion sensed around the property. That way, if someone does break into your home or damage your property, you'll still have a great resource when you make a police report. When someone rings the doorbell, you'll get a notification on your smartphone. When you answer the door remotely, you'll be able to see, hear, and speak to your visitor. You can also customize many doorbell cameras to take photo captures too. If you review your photos and videos and don't see anything suspicious, you can just delete them to make room for more. You can also use the apps for these devices on your smartphone as a way to monitor the status of your home and yard from wherever you might find yourself. When using a doorbell camera as part of your TekPrep, make sure the batteries are fresh. It's incredibly frustrating to set up a solution in a time of crisis if it doesn't work. You may get everything ready only to realize you can't turn it on, or it didn't record what you hoped because the battery ran out. Banking access. Planning to make sure you maintain access to your funds and finances also takes on a different approach when considering events related to a disaster. Elements such as mobility and access take on paramount importance. The way you will use and rely on your traditional banking services will change depending on variable conditions and scenarios. In these situations, it's best to think through what you might need most in these potential situations. Let's say you've been banking at one location like Wells Fargo, for many years. You cash your checks twice a month, run an errand to the bank on Saturday morning, and withdraw cash as needed. Now consider this. What if you're evacuating to a place where your bank doesn't have a branch? You'll be away from your home bank, and some banks are local and don't have locations in other states. And in many cases, banks will be shut down. When everyone has to evacuate, banks won't stay open. Where does that leave you? Maybe you need to cash a check so you have money to stay a night in a hotel. Or you still need to pay bills to keep the electricity on when you return to your home. If you're in that situation, it's important to make sure that you have mobile banking access. Before you access your bank online, it's important to ensure that your connection is secure. Using that motel or coffee shop Wi-Fi isn't a safe option. Of course, the chances that someone is sitting in a Palm Beach Starbucks waiting for a chance to steal your information are low. But you don't want to take a risk and add a nightmarish hack to the list of things you're dealing with. When you go to type your bank's address, usually something simple, like chase.com, into your browser, make sure you're using data. Sign into your phone and swipe down from the top of the screen. If the data icon is blue and the Wi-Fi button is gray, you're set. Your information is being securely transmitted through cellular data, not Wi-Fi. After typing your bank's web address into your browser, look at the search field at the top of your screen. To the left of the web address, you should see a green padlock symbol. This means your connection to the site is secure. Knockoff sites that might be one letter off, like wellsfargo1.com, will likely not have this green padlock. If you want to ensure mobile banking access, though, it's best to download your bank's app. This will let you cash checks, transfer money, and manage your finances from anywhere. Go to the Google Play Store or the Apple Store and search for Chase. It's especially important to be vigilant when downloading an app for a financial institution. You'll be putting all your personal details into this app, and if you download a knockoff one, it's a dream situation for any hacker that's looking to access your money. Before you download this app as part of your TekPrep plan, you'll need to follow a few basic safety tips first. Tap on the app you want to download and check the review and number of downloads. If you bank with an established franchise like Wells Fargo, KeyBank, or Chase, millions of people should have downloaded the app and left reviews. The higher the number of reviews, the safer it is. Connect to secure Wi-Fi. It's important to plan because the best place to download an app is on your home Wi-Fi connection, and download the app. Then, input your personal details. Once you've logged into the app and accessed your account, you should be able to see your balance, past charges, any loans associated with that bank, and more. As long as you have an online account and the app downloaded, you can rest easy that you can access your account as long as you have a cell signal. If you're worried about remembering your login credentials for the financial institution of choice, make sure you store the password in a safe location that's accessible when you're away from home. Cash and currency apps. Have you ever used Google Pay, Apple Wallet, Venmo, or PayPal? During normal day-to-day life, these apps are the lifeblood of online shopping and digital money transfers. Want to split the cost of lunch but don't want to deal with dividing it in half at the table? Use Venmo to send $10 to your friend and you're even again. If you're trying to buy something online or quickly split a bill with a friend, these apps are very convenient for when you're away from home and spending money. These apps work by pulling money from your balance or a bank account credit card connected to the app. These features can be especially helpful when viewed under the light of disaster scenarios. For example, having the ability to pay someone peer-to-peer. This means you can pay someone a bill or tab directly from your smartphone. Can be very helpful if you are hunkering down somewhere away from home. It can be a lifesaver if you need a service or good and don't have access to your traditional bank accounts. Let's say you want to send money to a family member. They might need to buy gas or food, and you aren't close enough to pay for it in person. That's when PayPal comes in handy. You can send money to any PayPal account in the United States. If someone is living overseas, PayPal can transfer money to most foreign bank accounts too. It's free to send money through PayPal, even though you'll be charged a convenience fee if you're pulling money from an associated credit card. Since Venmo is owned by PayPal, they work in the same way. PayPal is used between friends and to buy from individual online sellers. On the other hand, Venmo is to pay social bills, from splitting drinks with friends or going out to a restaurant or paying a vendor for a service they provided to you. To use these apps in your TekPrep plan, make sure to download one ahead of time. You might prefer Google Pay over Venmo or PayPal over Apple Wallet. Do some research and find out which one you prefer. What one fits your needs? What type of purchases or money transfers will you be conducting with this account? Once you figure that out, you'll need to download the app from the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. After you download the app, set up an account. Before you can start using it, though, you'll need to connect a payment method to it. You can connect your bank account or a credit card if you'd like. It's important to do this while connected to secure Wi-Fi, which is why this is an important step to take ahead of time. Key document storage: mobile passport, vehicle titles, medical insurance cards, wills, and deeds. Keeping a fireproof safe on hand used to be a great idea. You could take it with you in case of a fire, and you wouldn't have to start from scratch. If you like to keep physical copies of your documents on hand, a safe is still a great idea. But what about a mobile option? Lugging a safe around if you get pulled over and need to present an insurance card to a police officer isn't very convenient. There's always the possibility that these items will get destroyed, too. What if you lose something? What if it's stolen? It's easy to misplace an item or leave it at home, especially when trying to get out of the path of a natural disaster. If you're trying to store important documents, like your will or deeds to your home, typical cloud storage solutions won't work. If a hacker can access your Gmail account, he can access Google Drive and everything you have stored there. While Google Drive is incredibly secure and backed by one of the strongest tech companies in the world, it's still not a good place to store sensitive documents. When storing these documents, especially during chaotic times, it's important to have multiple layers of security. If you need to find another way to store personal information, there are other great cloud storage solutions. Make sure your cloud storage provider, like Carbonite for instance, utilizes encryption. This scrambles your data and makes it difficult for hackers to make sense of it. If you use good password practices, it's safe to store most information in any cloud storage solution. But if you're storing sensitive information like birth certificates or social security numbers, it's worthwhile to invest in paid, encrypted cloud storage. To store your documents in these secure cloud options, you have two choices. You can take photos and upload them to the cloud. To do this, start by taking a photo. Tap on it and download the photo. Then go to your cloud storage provider of choice. You can drag and drop the downloaded photo, or you can add it in. That will store these photographed documents in the cloud. If you scan your documents and send them to yourself, it works the same way. If you have digital copies of these files, then you can upload them directly to your cloud storage. These options are created to save photos, videos, and files. If you have a PDF of the deed to your home, for instance, you can upload it. When accessing this information, you'll likely need Wi-Fi access or a cell signal. If you know that you'll be in a situation of whether access to either one might not happen, see if your cloud storage provider can enable offline access. That way, if you need to see your documents, you don't have to wait to get back within the cell range. If you'd prefer to use other solutions that don't involve the cloud, You can store secure documents on a password-protected jump drive. Since it is a physical hard drive, you might be worried about losing it. But if you take the time to encrypt it with a detailed password, no one will be able to access it. When you upload your files, you'll have the option to add a password. Once you do, it locks the jump drive and prevents anyone from accessing information when they plug it into a USB port. Taking the time to create a TekPrep plan and ensure access to your documents and information, no matter where you are, is a big step. Even if your entire home is destroyed and you have to start from scratch, there's no need to scramble around wondering where you can get that updated copy of your will or proof of your car insurance. This ensures peace of mind and allows you to keep your life going even if you're far away from home and don't know when you'll be able to go back. If you'd like to assemble the next big chapter in your TekPrep worksheet, you can download it from the resources we'll provide. This will allow you to use our ideas as a jump-off point and fill it in and customize it to your experiences. We'll take some time now to present some of the most commonly asked questions for this session. Number 1. How can I send money to family and friends through payment apps? Each payment app is a little different. Thanks to a similar structure, once you've mastered one payment app, you've mastered them all. Since it's so popular, Venmo is a great example. To get started, tap on the Venmo app. Then tap on the Send Money icon. It's located in the upper right corner and looks like a pen and a pad with a dollar symbol on it. Then, enter the name of the person you'd like to send money to. They'll need to have a Venmo account as well to receive this money. Enter the amount you'd like to send and then type in a brief description of what this payment is for. Once you've done that, tap Pay. Number 2. How can I send scanned photos to myself or someone else? Some printers allow you to input emails into an address book. If that's the case with your printer, just direct the photos to scan and send them directly to their email. If that's not the case with your printer, scanned photos will go directly to the computer associated with the printer. Once that's done, you can email those photos to other people. Number 3. What payment apps are the most secure? Since they're directly connected to your device, Apple Wallet and Google Pay are quite secure. If you'd like to use other apps, though, popular ones like Venmo and PayPal have been vetted by the best security experts and allow you to entrust your financial details to them with ease. Number 4. How can I cash a check through my bank's mobile app? Tap on the app and open it up. Log in and tap Deposit Check. This will allow you to do a mobile deposit. The app will open your camera, which lets you take a photo of the front of the check. The bank will instruct you to endorse the check and write "for online deposit by Chase only" or something similar. Once this is done, the camera will open again and let you take a picture of the back of the check. To make this easier, make sure your check is lying on a clean, dark background. Number 5. Can I download files again from cloud storage? Yes. The whole point of cloud storage is that you can access your files anytime, anywhere. If you need to download the file again, save for offline access, or to work on your computer, you can do that. There's nothing wrong with having a copy in the cloud and a downloaded copy if your device has the space to accommodate it. That's one of the most important tenets of creating a backup plan. It's always important to have plans A, B, and C ready to go.